Guys, there's 6 reasons why these are the best leads. Do you want to know them?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Number 1, these families need to sell the house. They don't want to sell the house. They need to sell the house. I don't have to convince them of motivation. Second reason is they almost always own the house outright. Third reason is I'm a professional real estate investor. I can add value to this house, meaning I can tear a bathroom out, put a new bathroom in for what, 3 or 4 grand in our market. The layperson goes down to Home Depot. They're going to get their head knocked off, spending 14 grand to put a new bathroom in, and the house has 2.5 bathrooms, right? That's just one thing. And so, you know, David, we don't even like to rehab houses across town in St. Louis, let alone let's try to do one in Cincinnati. What big of a cluster would that be if it was 5 hours away, right? It's just, imagine that. And imagine, we're at least in the business, these people don't know the value of anything. They're in a time when they need money. It's not time to do an HGTV show on Mom's house. And so besides the clean out, or I'm sorry, the update of the house, it's the clean out of the house is even a bigger problem. Sometimes the stuff, the emotion of the stuff is harder to tackle than it is even the house.
Man, I've won a couple deals recently on that alone, where I just say, listen, take what you want, fill your car, walk away. And they're like, really?
That's what they want.
Like,
they want to walk away.
Less than the next guy. Yeah. But I'll let you leave all this stuff behind. They're like, cool.
Yes. Yes. And so these houses that are what I call, even if they're clean, they're grandma clean, they're not ready for the market. They're full of stuff. So that fourth reason is that there's less competition. When I go on these leads, it's me versus myself. I usually don't have any competition, or it's me versus a realtor, which I can outperform them almost all the time. But it's never me versus 10 other investors like it is on direct mail or pay-per-click or these others. So I'm fishing in a pond where there's nobody at. And if there is a realtor there, the realtor, remember how I said that bad news about what it costs to live there? Usually the realtor is the final straw. They walk in and say, clean this place out, do this list of demands, and then
and then they create more work.
They create more work. And so now Phil walks in and goes, just like what you said, hey, take your heirlooms, take what you need. I'll close on a Friday. I'll come get the keys on a Monday, have that extra weekend. Or my point is that as investors, we're more flexible than a retail buyer. So act like it, right? Solve the problem and you can buy a lot of houses. So that was 4 reasons. The 5th one is the most important. A warm transfer of trust from someone in senior living to me. Remember the analogy of 4 of us are brothers and we're dealing with like a placement agent or somebody. When that placement agent says, hey, Phil, give Cindy a call. She's the most trusted buyer in town. She makes this problem go away. You better believe we're going to listen to Cindy. We're going to give Cindy a chance because that person, do you think it's more important for the buying the house or mom's end of life care? Right? If we're trusting that person with our mom's end of life care and that person says, hey, I have a person for your house, we're going to give that person their fair due. I always say you can be halfway incompetent and buy a lot of houses if the transfer of trust is there. So that's 5 reasons. You think, okay, great, I'm in. I want to buy this type of leads.
Could you also refer to that as just like having a friendly exchange?
Yeah, I do that a lot. I mean, are you talking about reciprocation of my seniors to them? Is that what you mean?
No, I'm just saying the warm transfer of trust in general. Isn't that typically though, like just you know, a very friendly transfer?
Oh my gosh, the nice, they set me on a pedestal, guys.
Right. Okay.
I can
clarify because I agree with that. I think that's an underrated one. I like number 5 the best. But yeah, go on. What's number 6?
Yeah, 5 is the best. 5 is that warm transfer of trust is the most important. You can mess up all the other ones. If you have that transfer of trust, you're probably going to be okay. The 6th reason is literally just the cherry on top. These leads are free. And why are they free? It's because I help the senior living industry to be more profitable with the clients they already have. Who doesn't want to make their money quicker, easier, right? And so you add those 6 reasons together, you're like, okay, Phil, I get it. I totally get it. Now, the difference is that some people don't have the ability to get the investor mouth out of their mouth, right? The investor talk. Some people just can't do it. They just don't know how to have that other side, that empathy. I know we're all guys on this podcast, but I want the females to listen up right now. I think that Mom's House, I think women have the advantage in what I do. I'm a guy and I'm successful, but I think women have the advantage because inherently they have more empathy than us guys do. So that's my 2 cents on that.
Oh, I love it. That's awesome.
And this isn't something where you can just walk into a room, swing in your stuff, and getting these free leads. And that's why the 3 days with you, it maps out like who you need to know, why you need to know them, how you need to talk to them, how you need to approach them, and the relationship you have to build in order to make all that happen the way it needs to happen, which is really cool.
Thank you, Don. I didn't answer the question they asked me. That was that's right. That's what we do in the 3 days.